Alright guys, so we are recording now live again, and welcome back to my fragrance channel. This is episode 2, and today we're going to be discussing from the House of Armaf, from the United Arab Emirates, Tres Nuits, or Tres Nuits. This fragrance house just came to my attention this year, and it's been blowing up over the last couple of years really, and I thought they only made maybe a couple of fragrances, maybe like, 6, 7, 8, or 9, maybe 10. And then maybe they made 10 or 11, 12 for the women. No, they've made like over, I think, roughly over 60 fragrances. And if I go to, let's see, if I go to, yes, if I go here to Fragrantica, I'm not going to read the whole list, it'd be ridiculous, but they've done, for example, Bois Nuit, Bois Luxure, Club de Nuit, obviously, which I just bought the bottle, yeah, Intense Man, and they shipped, some company that I bought it off, they shipped it to me with the spray cap. The nozzle was broken, and I wanted to get in there and ended up breaking by accident. I broke the entire glass off the the bottle to get the juice out, and it's a good scent, but I can see where, for example, I think it was Big Beard Business mentions that I think his wife or somebody that he knows, maybe a subscriber, mentioned that it smells a little bit like Pledge, and that's kind of actually true. It's a good scent, but it has some pledginess to it, if that makes any sense. And anyways, I'm getting off track. Let's get back to Tres Nuits. So, attractive bottle. I'm not going to bore you too much. You've all seen the bottle, I'm sure, on several other reviewer sites. Pretty nice cap. And we'll go ahead and just spray a little bit. I'm already wearing some, so. And I think this was introduced in either 2017, I think, or 2016 at the earliest. So, initial blast is, I'm getting alcohol. I'm getting sort of a floral, a spicy aromatic bouquet. And I have not personally yet smelled GIT. Creed. All hail the mighty Creed. Green Irish tweed. So, I cannot really compare this accurately to that, but I will say, it is a little green. It's I wouldn't say herbaceous, but it's definitely got that oak moss, woody cedar, maybe a hint of agar or something in there. Some type of vetiver, probably, I'm guessing, and almost like a hint of star anise. Almost has like a micro hint of something like lily or chrysanthemum. Something got a little floral bouquet going on in there. It's not bad. I will say it's quite good, but for me it has two negatives, and one is just simply the fact that back in the 90s I rocked gray flannel quite a bit, and that was a great fragrance. For any of you who can get earlier batches, I highly recommend that. It's a really good, fairly linear, just gentlemanly, smoky bar, rainy day kind of a fragrance, if that makes any sense. It's musky, but not overly so. It has just like hints of corduroy and like soft suede leather, and um, it's it's like a woody aromatic, sort of spicy, but it's all sort of muted somehow under some kind of mm, I don't really want to say floral. That gives the wrong idea, but at any rate, maybe just a hint herbal and metallic. Um, Animalic, not so much. Maybe like a 1% or something, 2%. But it's at any rate. The reason I bring that up is because this to me is sort of like gray flannel on steroids with a bunch of floral herbaceous spiciness thrown in. But what I don't like about it is that it's kind of somewhat very synthetic to me. It's I don't know. It could just be my snobbish perfumery nose, but I don't think it smells very high quality in terms of the ingredients, and but it's a good scent. I mean, I'm not trying to poo-poo it, but it is what it is. It's a good scent. I mean, I spent maybe $30 on this, 35 tops. Um, I mean, so going by dollar metric value or pounds, rupees, whatever you're using, it's it's a good scent. It's just not a scent that I would normally rock, if that makes sense. And I do think it feels, I mean, it smells rather a bit artificial and synthetic. But if you want to check it out, I will try to review Green Irish Tweed at some point in the future, and we will maybe do a straight up comparison. I doubt this thing is going to smell all that much like Green Irish Tweed. I mean, Creed is one of the most expensive perfumes on earth. I mean, it's nowhere near the most, but I mean, in terms of average consumer dollars and value, it's way, way up there. I mean, you're looking at between 280 and over about 400 for some of their larger bottles. So this, it's a good scent. I'm a bit disappointed. It's not nearly as delicious and aromatic as I thought it was going to be. And again, I think it does smell somewhat artificial and synthetic. But it's an interesting scent. It's appealing. I think you're probably going to get compliments. I did have one girl today who smelled me tell me that she liked it, B, it smelled good, and C, smelled a little bit feminine. And I think she was being politely modest. I think what she really was trying to say is that it pretty much smells unisex. And so I don't know if Armaf is trying to do that on purpose and trying to make this a unisex scent. I mean, it does say Pour Homme, but if you took that off the bottle and marketed this just a little bit differently, this could easily be for a woman as well. And I think it'd probably smell very excellent on a woman. Not that it's overtly extra floral, but it definitely has that strong component going on in it. And it has just a tinge of that powdery sort of spicy aromatic with quite a bit of floral in the upper to mid notes. And I think the accord is just mainly kind of cedary and woodsy aromatic with just a hint of gourmand in it. Not much, but it's a very synthetic, artificial gourmand. It's not like this rich, chocolatey or like berries and cream. It's just, I don't know. It's some kind of synthetic blend that it's like I said. It's good. It's a good scent. It's not really something directly at my personal preference alley. So I'm not going to strongly recommend this scent unless you specifically lean towards these types of fragrances. So if that's you, if you do lean towards that kind of fragrance, then by all means, it's not a bad scent. But I think, if you're someone that's used to like Hermes, Chanel, Dior, even Paco Rabanne and Salvatore Ferragamo, for example. And any of the other designer houses, not to mention niche, I think you'll probably be fairly disappointed with this, if I had to make an educated guess. But I could be wrong. We all have different tastes and different noses. And that's just my 2 cents, guys. So until next time, We'll probably be looking at another Ferragamo next time. I promised that last time, but I decided to go ahead and hit the Tres Nuits since that's what I actually rock today at work. So until next time, thanks for tuning in. Have a great time. Remember, spray well and spray often. Catch you on the rebound.